From being in the second division 2 years ago to currently being towards the top of La Liga and scoring the most goals after 10 games, Girona is the club taking La Liga by storm, and in this video we're going to be looking at their rapid rise. Historically, Girona FC have been a small club based in Catalonia, spending most of their existence in the third tier of Spanish football and were even relegated to the fifth tier in 1997. They've always been in the shadow of fellow Catalonian clubs FC Barcelona and RCD Espanyol, and the idea they could one day compete with these clubs seemed like a pipe dream. However, in 2017, the owners of Manchester City purchased a substantial stake in the club, which marked a turning point in Girona's history, although they had looked promising for a few years before this. In 2015, Girona was on the cusp of La Liga promotion, needing a win at home against bottom half Lugo to secure automatic promotion. However, they ended up falling at the final hurdle, conceding a last-minute equaliser which saw them drop down to third in the league. They then lost the playoff semi-final to Real Zaragoza, condemning them to another season in the second tier. That same year, Girona was taken over by Pep Guardiola, saving the club from bankruptcy. Pep Guardiola is the brother of Pep Guardiola and is a powerful football agent who already had ties to Girona, as he was reportedly the representative of at least 3 players on the squad and the sports director Kike CazR. Although the City Football Group wouldn't officially buy a stake in the club until 2 years later, the connection to Man City began just weeks after the change in ownership. Between 2015 to 2017, 8 Man City players were loaned out to Girona, with the Spanish side acting as a feeder club for the English Giants. During this time, the club lost the playoff final against Osasuna in 2016, but finally secured promotion to the top flight for the first time ever in 2017. Finishing second in the league to go up automatically. It was after this promotion that the City Football Group made Girona the 6th club in their portfolio, which has since doubled in size. They bought a 44.3% stake in the club, the same amount held by the Girona Football Group led by Pep Guardiola. Girona's story since the CFG takeover has been extraordinary. In their inaugural La Liga season, the club achieved a respectable 10th place finish. Their second season proved to be more of a challenge though, and they fell down to 18th place, getting relegated back to the second division. The next couple years was a turbulent time for the club, finishing 5th back to back and going through 3 managers in 2 seasons. In 2020, Pep Guardiola took the reins as the club's chairman, and then in 2021, the club finally found stability after appointing Micho as their manager. Micho had achieved promotion of Rayo Vallecano in 2018 and then Huesca in 2020, and in his first season at Girona, he guided them to La Liga as well. Girona were back in the top flight and already expected a relegation battle, they overperformed and finished 10th, 4 points away from European football. Their best result of the season was a 4-2 win over Real Madrid, proving to the world they could compete with the elite clubs of Spain. A lot of their success is owed to Michel's attacking style of play, with them scoring 58 goals last season, the 5th highest in La Liga. The club was dealt a blow in the summer though, as they lost a few key players, with midfielder Oriol Romeu departing for Barcelona and centre-back Santiago Bueno leaving for Wolves. Loan deals for their top scorer Tati Castellanos and their best winger Rodrigo Riquelme also expired. Despite this, Girona was able to amply replace these players and have reached even higher heights, all thanks to the benefits of being a part of the CFG. This season, they've loaned in 19-year-old Brazilian winger Savio from Troyes and also bought midfielder Yangel Herrera from Man City, both of whom have been amongst the best players in La Liga this season. Last season's hero Tati Castellanos, who scored all 4 goals against Real Madrid and was instrumental to the 10th place finish, also came from a CFG club, joining on loan from New York City FC. The project at the club has also enticed their current top scorer Artem Dovbyk, as well as seasoned veteran Daley Blind and former Tottenham goalkeeper Paulo Gazzaniga, who have all been crucial to Girona's current form. To put into perspective just how good Girona have been this season, they became the first ever club not named Real Madrid, Barcelona or Atletico Madrid to collect at least 25 points from the first 10 match days. With a long way until the end of the season, it's unlikely Girona will maintain the same pace as the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. However, European football is definitely a realistic aim and will be a massive achievement for them in just their second season back in La Liga. Now of course, Girona isn't your typical underdog story. Being a part of the CFG has given them resources that are typically inaccessible to clubs of their size. Regardless, it's still cool to see the club with the smallest stadium in La Liga rival some of the league's historically dominant clubs.